I was going to read some other poems today, but I'm sure we've all heard the sad news by now that Irfan Khan, the beloved actor, has passed away. And so I wanted to read a couple of poems in memory of him. I had the very, 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 very good fortune to work on not one but two movies with him. And one at the beginning of my career and one quite recently. And the amazing thing of the many amazing things about Irfan was he never treated me any different. Not from when I was starting to when I actually had some inkling of what I was talking about. The same camaraderie, the same joyful presence, the same ridiculous sense of humor. As cool as you think, for those of you that never met him, as cool as you thought he was, or as cool as you thought he appeared, he was twice as cool as that. And we've all loved his work, and we've all loved his movies, and he changed many things forever in Indian popular cinema. And there's not much you can say about him. Just knowing him and working with him has been one of the blessings in this career. And I just want to take first a minute of silence so that we can all remember all the things we've seen him in and just remember the man for the most remarkable human that he was. So I'm going to take a minute of silence, and then we will read two poems for fun. Thank you for taking that with me. The first poem that I'm going to read is called Consolation by Robert Louis Stevenson, whom you might know as having written Treasure Island, which was another amazing book. But he wrote this very sweet poem about death that I think is very, very, very apt for the passing of a dear one, of a friend. So I'm going to read this poem. Though he, that ever kind and true, kept stoutly step by step with you, your whole long gusty lifetime through, be gone a while before, be now a moment gone before, yet doubt not, soon the seasons shall restore your friend to you. He has but turned the corner. Still he pushes on with right good will, through mire and marsh, by hew and hill, that self-same arduous way, that self-same upland hopeful way, that you and he through many a doubtful day attempted still. He is not dead, this friend, not dead, but in the path we mortals tread, gone some few trifling steps ahead, and nearer to the end, so that you two, once past the bend, shall meet again as face to face this friend you fancy dead. Push gaily on, O strong heart. The while you travel forward mile by mile, he loiters with a backward smile till you can overtake, and strains his eyes to search his wake, or whistling as he sees you through the break, waits on a stile. It's a very nice way to think of death. The second poem I'm going to read is called "O Captain, My Captain" by Walt Whitman. And Walt Whitman being one of the greatest writers that ever lived. I discovered this poem, as I think many people did of around my age or earlier, in the splendid movie by Peter Weir called Dead Poets Society. And I have to admit that a lot of my desire to write and read poetry comes directly from that movie. It's a straight line from Dead Poets Society to today. And if you've never seen the movie, please, Dead Poets Society, Peter Weir, it's so many wonderful actors in it. Robin Williams, a young Ethan Hawke, it's beautiful. And in that movie, there's a relationship between a maverick teacher and his students, and how this teacher teaches these students to think differently, to find their own voice, to be unafraid to be individuals, and to know that someday the world will acknowledge and respect your individuality. It may take a while, but it will. And as a joke in the movie, he gets his students to, because they keep calling him Mr. or whatever, and he insists that you can either call him by his first name or you call him, "Oh Captain, my Captain." And Irfan has always been the kind of person, for many of us, those that worked with him, or those actors that never got a chance to but looked up to him, has always been someone that made you believe that you could forge your own path and that you could make it despite the whole world telling you the contrary. And I know he said as much to me directly in many a jokey way, but his strongest bit of advice to me was he said it exactly like this: just hold the fuck on. Just keep going. And sage advice, really. That's always been a very dear moment for me. So anyway, I'm going to read this poem for the beloved and much respected Irfan Khan. And it's a poem about, anyway, you listen. O Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wrack, the prize we sought is won. The port is near, the bells I hear, the people all exulting, while follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. But O heart, 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 O the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck my captain lies, fallen, cold and dead. O Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung, for you the bugle trills, for you bouquets and ribboned wreaths, for you the shores are crowding, for you they call, the swaying mass, their eager faces turning. Here, Captain, dear Father, this arm beneath your head. It is some dream that on the deck you've fallen, cold and dead. My Captain does not answer. His lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm. He has no pulse nor will. The ship is anchored, safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with object one. Exult, O shores, and ring, O bells, but I, with mournful tread, walk the deck, my captain lies, fallen, cold and dead. Rest in peace, O captain, my captain. Thank you for the blessing. That was you.